Elite Notary, you've done it. You've made it through Friday. Now, if you have closings on the weekend, I'm wishing you luck. I hope they go great. One of the awesome services that we provide is that we'll often help people either in the evenings or on the weekends, depending on what's allowed by the lenders, so that we can help facilitate people's day to day lives being as normal as possible as they're pursuing getting this paperwork done. Tonight's is labeled Breaks Baby, a play on Ice Ice Baby, mainly because I'm delirious. I had 8 closings in the last 2 days, and today's included a lot of driving, and it brought to mind the importance and the significance, the scientifically proven significance of taking breaks. So, one of the things that I want to have you consider is that if you're seeing the last couple of videos we've done and thought, that's why are we talking about this? This is not important. Why do we need to plan breaks? Why do we need to plan strategically our vacations? Why do we need to make sure we're taking time off here and there? Then you're not to the level of professional development you need to be at to be wildly successful. People who are wildly successful make time for their priorities. And do you think that once you become a 7-figure earner, your first priority is just earning money still? It's enjoying the fruits of your labor, right? I mean, you want to continue that financial success, that economic success, that business success, but you want to enjoy it too. So I think it's short sighted to think, why are we talking about the strategy of breaks? Because there's a lot of really cool scientific data that surrounds laws of efficiency, such as the law of diminishing returns. You know, there's a certain point in any endeavor where you're literally just kind of moving through mud. You're not really making the changes and the improvements and the progress that you should be able to make if you were fresh faced. And so tonight I'm going to encourage you to think about breaks in a couple of different ways. The first concept is to make sure that you're planning breaks within a given day, especially if we're presenting, especially if we're one on one with clients who are signing. It's really critical that we're on our best foot. And you can't do that necessarily if you're doing your fifth closing and you're just not that experienced. Maybe you can maintain that and that's great. But at some point, there is a law of diminishing returns. And you have to be able to be strategically thoughtful about that so that you can make yourself plan ahead so that you have the breaks, you have the nutrition, you have the hydration. We're getting into our busy season soon. And I'm telling you, it is a beast just to be able to make sure that you're drinking throughout the day so that your voice continues to work properly, that you're sitting properly so that your back isn't in agony as you're bending over at that copy machine. When you're doing multiple closings a day, which is what we're headed towards, it becomes a scientific endeavor, almost a game, if you will, a formula of how you can continue to allow your body and mind to be as efficient and effective in service as possible while maintaining excellent customer service. So part of that is finding balance throughout your day. The other critical part of that is to find balance throughout your week, your day, your month, your year. We talked about that a bit yesterday. And the key here is to have something to look forward to say, yes. So, like for me, I've had an extremely busy week. It's been very fulfilling. I've loved it. But you best believe that I'm not doing anything until my 10:30 Zoom tomorrow. Okay, I threw in a training because I threw in a visit with a friend on Zoom to get trained on some new stuff. But that's an example of how it can lead us down that path. So after that training, I'm going to take a break. Do I have things that are urgently needing me to do, especially in my volunteer work around my house and things like that? 100%. 100%. If I was at my best and I was rested and I was fulfilled and feeling like I had everything in balance, I would be tackling big projects tomorrow. I'm not. I'm tired. I need to rest. So I'm putting aside all of those priorities and I'm prioritizing my health and my balance. You know, the scientific terms that we can look at, like the law of diminishing returns or even marginal utility, right? There's a certain level of marginal utility we can get out of an experience where something can be useful here and then there's just that little bit extra that we can do. But that's very limited once you hit the limit of what you're capable of. And what will happen, you'll find when you take a break, is that your excellence, your ability to be at your best self, even with sometimes just a 15-minute break, will be incredibly sparked. Have you ever tried to do a puzzle, whether it be Sudoku or a regular jigsaw puzzle where you're just positive you're missing pieces. You can't see the next move, or a chess game perhaps. And then you take a bit of a break and you come back with fresh eyes and the board looks completely different. The pieces look completely different. You see immediately you see, oh my God, how did I miss? There's 5 moves in a row. This is so obvious. It's because you hit that wall. And so, in professional development, one of the things that you learn is the significance of making sure that you are mastering your own self so that you can come to the table giving the 100% of your gifts while protecting your health and your happiness and your balance. So that when you reach those 7 figures, you're ready to rock and roll. Enjoy it because you've created a work environment, you've created a business, you've created a notary loan signing agency for yourself, which allows you to have all that balance that you need. That's what we've been able to do most of the time. There are weeks like this that are busy, so I'm going to be making up for it by balancing things out this weekend. I hope you are too. I hope you're having a great break this weekend. I hope that your signings are going light and easy, and I look forward to seeing you Monday here live around 5.